But before we can move the truck in, I got to put some more wind in this tire because it's only full on the top half. And it always seems like there's at least one thing around here that only has air in the top half of the tire. I don't understand. All right, got the compressor aired up. See if we can get this stupid thing to take. Not a snowball's chance. Well, maybe. Oh, we're getting somewhere. Look at that. Ain't that pretty? All right. All right, got it aired up. See if this thing will start. All right, well, against my better judgment, we had to use some Cosby sauce, as old Peggin' Leggin would say. So let's try it. Off fuel a little bit. Hey! Come on. There we go. We'll let it warm up for a minute. I think I'm going to have to put an injector or 3 in this thing here soon, and also I got to get my fuel heater fixed. Not to mention, there's a leaky injector. I think it's cylinder number 2. So we'll get all the parts for that here sooner or never, and fix that. All right, keys in. All right, put the old track star in neutral. All right, so it's been a few days since I shoved a truck in the shop here, and in the midst of doing that, my phone went dead when I was recording, so I didn't get all that footage, but it is what it is. So, what I'm going to be doing, and what I've already started doing, is wire brush the frame. I'm doing everything from the cab back. All right. Then I'm going to be putting my new fuel tank a new fuel pump in, and I've got to get a new one of these. This is the fuel return, I think. And that's pretty much it. So I've got some paint sitting here on the floor. I had it in front of the heater. I shut the heater off to fuel it back up, but this is what I use to paint the frame with. This is just your rusty metal primer. Works great. I love it. And then this is Rust-Oleum semi-gloss black, or satin black. About a year and a half ago, I did the frame on this truck. And if I can get over there, I'll show you. It's dirty, but you can see how well it's holding up. I mean, I did everything underneath this truck. And real quick, I got to get all new heater hoses and stuff like that. When it was sitting at my dad's for several years, it had some engine bay beavers get in here, so we took care of them. But all right, start chipping away at it. All right, so I got the important part brushed up. That's, you know, inside the frame here where the tank's going to go. This is also where it catches the most, you know, road grime, dirt, salt, you know. But looks pretty good, I think. And I did remember that this is pretty thin right here, and there's a hole right there. So I'm still gonna get this all painted up and good to go. And at a later date, I will most likely cut this, you know, probably like right here in a straight section, and put a new piece in, because I am going to be towing some things with this truck. Probably just, you know, nothing crazy heavy. That's what I have that one for. But I may hook a car trailer to it and put some stuff on it or whatnot. But that's definitely going to be replaced. And I'm going to throw some paint, some primer on this, and I'll come back to y'all whenever we get that going. Got the inside where the tank's going to go in primer. Looks pretty good. I took a spray can, sprayed into these tight spots that I know I'm not going to be able to get good coverage on with a brush. You can see, you know, there's the primer. I think it's going to look pretty good. So I'm going to turn my heater back on and go grab some lunch and try to get this stuff dried up. That way I can keep brushing the frame and all that. Or if I want, I might go ahead and throw the tank in. I guess we'll see what I'm feeling like here after lunch. Alright, so I'm back out here in the shop, and I've got a couple things I need to do first, like these right here. I'm going to cut all these out since I didn't finish doing that when I took the bed off. So I'm going to do that first, and then we're going to get back to wire brushing and all that. And I'm going to put the rest of it, at least the outside, in primer, and then I'm going to paint everything inside of here, and we'll get this tank set in here soon. So I reckon I'm just going to set y'all up and let y'all enjoy the ride here. All right, so we got the outside of the frame here brushed up. You know, I hit the leaf springs a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and start putting some primer on this outside here. And I still got to get in here a little bit better with my wire brush, you know, around in here. But I'm going to start on that side right there, and then we'll come over to here. And next time, we're going to get all the inside done. Alright, so there it is. We got primer all on the outside of the frame. I even touched this up. I did that off camera. And I sprayed, you know, in here. That way I can go ahead and get ready and put my fuel tank in. Got this frame rail painted on the outside all the way up to here. I'll move these wires and stuff later and, you know, flip them over on the inside of the frame and get that. Eventually I am going to do everything up under here. You can see it looks kind of rough, but that's a project for another day. So I'm gonna go in and let this dry. I'm gonna turn my heater back on and we'll throw some black paint on it here in a little bit, and then start chipping away at the inside. It's probably gonna be a job for my drill and a wire brush. But anyway, catch up with y'all in a second. So it's now Monday, and it's pretty much dried up, so I'm going to do the inside. I probably ain't going to record this, because y'all have already seen me cleaning this thing enough. But I'll come back to y'all when it's done, and also, I found a set of F-150 springs to go in the rear end of this. And if you look right here, the previous owner, that was not us, must have had this rear end apart, because if you look, I mean, well, you just seen it, these are bent. It's not supposed to be like that. And this is supposed to be rotated 90 degrees. You want your flat spot right here on your springs. So, yeah, I mean, the springs are probably still okay, but I want the 250 springs for when I'm towing and hauling, you know. And plus, it'll right about level with the 4-inch lift that's going up front. So this one here, you can see it's the same way. So I'll just hack all that off, get new U-bolts, and put new springs in, so I'm not going to worry about messing with these. What I'll do is I'll get these really good and cleaned out whenever I get ready to put my new springs on. Well, there it is, y'all. We got it all painted up, good to go. I think it was pretty good. What do y'all think? I'd say it should hold up for a few years. But if I'm being honest, I kind of phoned it in. I didn't feel like putting, you know, a whole lot more time into it with, you know, brushing the paint on like y'all see me do earlier. So I decided to use, you know, rattle cans and just do it that way. This frame here, it's still in pretty good shape, but there's a few spots that I've seen, you know, like this right here, little hole right there. And it's getting thin in like one or two spots, but it's still good to, you know, daily drive, tow, and haul with. But I'm expecting to back half this frame, you know, right behind the cab here in probably 3 to 4 years. I don't think it's going to be an issue if I'm not, you know, hauling or towing anything heavy. But it is what it is. And I know I mentioned something about getting this thing running in this video, but I think we're going to hold off until the next one, because I'm still kind of, you know, getting some parts here and there to get it running. You know, I got most of what I need. I need some fluids, this, that, and the other. But I think that's going to end this one, y'all. So if y'all want to see this thing fire up, move under its own power, y'all stick around. So do me a favor, drop me a comment, like, subscribe, you know, all that jazz, whatever. And we'll catch y'all on the next one.